In a new interview, Rupert Grint looks back on his time filming the Harry Potter movies, and while he's grateful for the experience, he called it suffocating and said he had a hard time detaching from it. Let's get into it. We all grew up with the Harry Potter movies and subsequently got to grow up alongside Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. And while the Harry Potter cast have talked about how thankful they are for this experience, Rupert just opened up about the more challenging parts of working on the films. Rupert started working on the Harry Potter films when he was only 12 years old. However, dedicating 10 years of his life to the role wasn't always as magical as it seemed from the outside. On a new episode of Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, Rupert opened up about how he really felt during that time. Rupert admits to being a huge fan of the books and being obsessed with that character. And to be quite honest, he didn't think about his career after Potter was done.
But I guess, there was definitely a time where it felt quite suffocating, because it was heavy going. It was kind of every day for, I think, 10 years in the end.
Rupert made sure to note that he did enjoy the experience, but he just wondered what else he was missing out on while only working on one series. He said, quote, "It was a great experience, such a nice kind of family atmosphere. It was always the same crew we kind of grew up with, so it was a great place to be. But sometimes it definitely felt like, I want to do something else, see what else is out there." When Rupert took on the role of Ron Weasley 20 years ago, yes, 20 years ago, I know, only 4 Harry Potter books had been published and only 2 movies were planned. So he didn't realize that it would be a role he would play for a decade of his life at the time. Rupert revealed it felt like homework sometimes, saying, quote, "It just never ended. Every year we came back, and it was kind of like Groundhog Day because it was the same sets, it was the same people." But again, he added that he loved the people he worked with, so at the end of the day, it was a great experience despite it feeling draining at times. And surprisingly, after starring in all the films, Rupert revealed that he's actually only seen each Harry Potter movie once. He told Dax, quote, "It still feels too soon, really. I can't detach myself fully. I can't face it. I've got a very different perspective of it now that a long time has passed. I can appreciate what a feat it was." He added that he did recently watch the first movie again for a second time, but even without rewatching the films, he can recognize the massive success they all were. And now that Rupert has a daughter of his own, he alluded to what it would be like to watch the Harry Potter movies with her someday. He said, quote, "Now I've got a kid. That's going to be a whole new kind of era." Rupert isn't in any rush to binge watch the movies with his daughter though. He said he can't put his finger on why he doesn't enjoy watching the films, but he did say that, quote, "It wasn't like it was a bad experience. It made me so conscious of my face of, like, what I'm doing. I like being in the moment and creating it and then just leaving it." And even worse than watching the movies, he said he can't watch his interview clips from back then. He admitted to being very critical of himself, in particular some of his hair choices. Rupert said, quote, "My hair in film 4 is one of my biggest regrets." And he also added that he and his fellow castmates all had to go through puberty and all their questionable hairstyles on camera, while most of us did that off screen. So it makes sense why he hasn't rushed back to relive watching himself go through puberty. I think we can all understand that. But it will be interesting to see if and when he decides to watch the Harry Potter movies with his daughter someday. I'm pretty sure that would get him some coolest dad ever points. For now, we can just keep watching the Harry Potter films for Rupert. I feel like I've seen them enough times for all of us. And if you want more Harry Potter news, click right over here to find out what bizarre props Daniel Radcliffe stole from set. After that, let me know your thoughts on Rupert not watching the Harry Potter films more than once in the comment section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on Instagram at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.